I went to Edmonds to check out a place that is famous for their cocktails. I'm talking about Daphne's Bar. Yes, I asked the bartender, give me 3 of your signature drinks.
First drink we're gonna make for you is an old fashioned, classic, 2 ounce of bourbon, splash of simple, Angostura bitters, chilled, poured over a big rock.
This is the first drink you did for me today. Solid. Yeah. You know what I like? It's because old fashioned is one of those drinks that a lot of people can do.
Next drink we're gonna make for you is a Corpse Reviver. It's gonna be equal parts. It's gonna be lemon juice, gin, Lillet Blanc, and then some Cointreau with an absinthe rinse in the glass for the aromas.
What that tastes like?
It's gonna be very citrus forward with a nice balance with that Lillet Blanc is a fortified French wine. So it's gonna have a little sweetness to it to balance it out.
This is very refreshing. This is something like you would do in the summer.
Oh, for sure. And the third one, our favorite, Des 75. 1.5 ounces of gin, little Saint Germain elderflower liqueur, splash of lemon juice, topped off with champagne. Light, crisp, refreshing, little citrus, little floral.
It's hard to guess which one will be the best for me today. There's a unique museum where you can find inspiration in every turn you do. I'm talking about the Chihuly Garden and Glass. Every room has like a different experience. You feel like you're learning a little bit about the artist.
The whole place was actually designed by Dale Chihuly. So you get a sense not only for his work as a glass artist, but also his work in so many different mediums. Everything that you see, the flow of the galleries, the fact that nothing is behind barriers, were all his choices. We want to give you really a deep dive, not only into Dale Chihuly, the artist, but also to glass blowing as a medium. We have highlight tours that can take you through the whole exhibition. We also offer glass blowing demonstrations with professional artists working every single day to teach our guests about the glass blowing process. If you want to go to a place that is truly awe-inspiring and makes you feel open and welcome to the seasons in a colorful space, this is the place to do it.
The Chihuly Garden and Glass is open all year round, Monday through Sunday from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. I think I got that right. Yes, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Got it. I told you that. I told you that.
Devil Wears Prada 2 is out now, so we have to talk about the fashion. Darcy, this is where you come in.
Oh, there's the style archetypes of the 4 main characters. Andy would be fashionable business casual. Miranda Priestley, of course, is classic with bold accessories. Nigel is like a European quiet luxury. And Emily is just like avant-garde, high fashion, wild but fun.
Wow.
I'm an Emily. What are you?
So I actually took a quiz online last night, and it said I was Andy, but in looking at all of these, I think I'm a Miranda mixed with an Emily. So we're gonna go with
something for everyone.
I did hear that the astronauts got to do some amazing stargazing.
I heard that too.
Looking at the stars, the moon, our own planet. But for astronomy, there's a couple cool things that could happen. First, again, we're learning how to work in deep space. The Artemis 2 astronauts set a distance record for the farthest humans have traveled from the moon. They were over 250,000 miles from Earth. We have put telescopes, the James Webb Space Telescope, 1 million miles from the moon. So that's 4 times as far as they went. We have a new telescope, the Nancy Grace Roman Telescope, launching later this year that will also be that far away. And we have even bigger plans in the future. So learning how to keep humans safe in deep space gives us lessons that we can then apply to how to keep observatories safe in deep space and how to keep getting as much science out of them as possible. There's also the really cool possibility of maybe someday doing astronomy on the moon. The Apollo program actually did put a little telescope on the moon. It's the kind of telescope that you would imagine in someone's backyard, but it observed ultraviolet light. So this is light that's too blue for our eyes to see. We sometimes hear about ultraviolet light as the stuff that gives us sunburn, but most of it can't make it through Earth's atmosphere. So pointing a telescope on the moon that can capture ultraviolet light, that was the very first telescopes like that we'd built, was an amazing accomplishment. So it's fun to think about what we could do with this pristine environment with no atmosphere that's so dark. We could potentially do some really exciting observing there.
You've probably seen this ube French toast online. It has gone viral. Why do you think this has?
Because ube is the craze right now. Everybody loves purple. Everybody loves this. They see this online and they go, I have to have that.
I have to have this. What is on here too?
We've got ube jam. We've got macapino or young coconut. So basically coconut that's picked early.
Okay.
And then condensed milk drizzled all over the top. The bread is a brioche swirled with ube jam.
More ube.
Right, can't go wrong.
And then in between, what was that?
That is an ube cream cheese.
Yeah, it is. It is so good. I'm obsessed. I love brunch. You've made me love it more. Where can people find you?
So we're in Inner Bay, 945 Elliott Avenue, Suite 201. We have free parking.
Easy.
Please come for brunch.
Come. I go to Costco for the samples, which are always delicious. You have a lot of my favorite snacks, but the wine.
Yes, yeah, let's talk about it. So the pairings here, I've got an $8 bottle of Prosecco Rosé.
$8.
Pairs with the tempura shrimp, anything fried and bubbly, we're great. Then we're gonna go to the New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc, $7 for a bottle.
$7?
And we're pairing it with the vegetarian spring rolls.
Yeah, we
Again,
are.
The pairing works so beautifully. Then Chablis, this is from a region in France. It's actually Chardonnay, but people should try it. $15 a bottle, paired with these ham and Swiss little pastries.
Calling all you Chardonnay haters. This was actually my favorite,
So
mind
good.
you. Okay.
Okay, then we're on to the Cabernet soaked cheese, and
Yum.
we're just gonna make it easy and pair it with a great Napa Valley Cabernet. You can't go wrong. It's only $20 a bottle from a small region in Napa.
Cheese.
Okay, lastly, peanut butter pretzels. These are so good.
Go to.
I paired them with a Chateauneuf de Pop. This is, again, from a region in France. It's a Grenache dominant blend. So good.
Cheers. And thank you
Cheers.
for bringing all the snacks and the drinks today.
Absolutely.
Look at the freshness of this bounty. Frank, if you had to pick two things to live on this summer, what would it be?
I would say on the vegetable side, I got to go with the asparagus. It's my favorite. And then on the fruit side, toss up. Melons are great, but right now I think I got to go with those grapes. They're just unbelievable.
The grapes are jumbo, like truly, like look at this at scale and size. What? And while I eat this deliciousness, it's still going to be crisp. It's not
Yes.
going to be soggy.
Correct.
Because no one likes a soggy grape.
No one wants soggy grape.
And how do you cook this asparagus?
Well, I like the thicker asparagus. So for me, I just put a little olive oil on it, throw it on the grill for about a minute and 30 seconds, take it off, a little fresh Parmesan, and that's it.
Can't talk.
Yeah.
Still eating my grape. So good.
It's a full meal.
We read Yesteryear by Carol Claire Burke. It's about a trad wife, Natalie Heller Millis, who sells her pioneer lifestyle of raw milk and fresh eggs to her millions of social media followers. Her farmhouse is rustic and delightful, but the nannies and producers behind the scenes are hiding industrial-grade fridges and ovens. And one morning, her perfect life changes when she wakes up in 1885. Has she become the star of a ruthless reality show? Could it be time travel? All she knows is when she suffers a brutal injury, she must get out by any means necessary.
Can't stop thinking about it. It truly is unhinged. And I can't wait to unpack this with you guys, so I went 9.
You couldn't put it down. You hated the characters.
Yes.
So don't ask me if I have a favorite one.
You were talking to your barista today about this
On the way in, I told my husband about it, and as I was trying to convey the storyline, I'm like, oh my God, there's so much here.
Did your opinion change at all throughout the book about Natalie, the main character? Or did we just...
She just sucked.
flat out...
She just sucked.
Seattle's live music scene is getting a new stage. Today, Live Nation announced a new 5,500 capacity indoor music venue will be built in the Soto neighborhood. It will be located at the Boxyard complex directly across from T-Mobile Park. That venue is expected to open sometime in 2029.
New video of a large fire along the railroad tracks just outside of Snohomish that we've been following. This burned a trestle near Airport Way on Tuesday. One person was taken to the hospital for evaluation. No word yet on the cause. Today, Starbucks announced another round of layoffs. The company will cut 300 corporate jobs across the U.S. Regional support offices in Chicago, Atlanta, and the LA area will also be closed. No coffee house jobs are impacted. Earlier this week, Starbucks announced it will be eliminating 61 technology-related jobs at its support center here in Seattle. Those layoffs take effect June 20th. Starbucks CEO is making sweeping changes to streamline operations.
Basque cuisine, for someone that hasn't heard of this style, how do you describe it?
Basque cuisine is a little bit of everything. It's the fishermen from the Atlantic Ocean and the shepherds that do the sheep. But the vegetables is really the backbone of the country, of that part of the country.
And we made this delicious vegetable stew today. It was so good, so fresh. You also brought an appetizer with a very interesting story. Please tell me more, Chef Joey.
So this is a pincho. So in the Basque region, instead of tapas, they do pinchos, which means thorn. So that's why you see the skewer. But sometimes it's served on bread as well. This particular is called the Gilda, which is named after Rita Hayworth, by these two brothers who were fascinated by her. And she did this movie called Gilda, so they named this pincho after her because she's a little salty, a little spicy, and a little dirty.
What a way to describe someone.
The Shoestring Circus is raising the big top for the Washington tour, the 2026. That's right. That reminds me of the time they asked me to be part of their show.
I'm wondering if you'd be willing to...
Oh, change hats?
Change hats.
Oh, that's a crew member hat.
Yeah, that's the real cast and crew. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Step 1, stand next to it. I love your shoes. Step 2, foot inside. Step 3, open it. Push to my hip, reach up.
If you're gonna come to the show, you should be ready to have 2 hours of just the best time of your life.
Well, after that performance, they told me, never mind, Jose, we don't need you, but at least I'd have fun. I told you. Yes, that was me. That was me.
Well, if you were looking for the funniest photo of the day, congrats, we have a wiener. This picture of a wild fox with a mouthful of hot dogs was shared by the Royal Canadian Mounted Police in Alberta, Canada, after they say they received a call from the remote Crow's Nest Pass area around dinner time of a, quote, theft of barbecue goods. Officers searched for a suspect described as short in stature, having red hair, and wearing a thick coat, and spotted the culprit trying to hide its haul, but to be frank, its attempt was buns. RCMP says no charges were filed and the pint-sized perp was free to go.
Spray your hands. Cameras in the back of the car too, okay? So we got to be recorded in there too. Bring it on this side. He's gonna swap out handcuffs. Yeah.
Watch concerned Falcon parents dive bomb a California researcher just trying to do her job. That job was tagging newborn peregrine falcon chicks that recently hatched on the roof of the San Jose City Hall. According to KGO, researchers say peregrine falcon populations are facing a steep decline due to avian flu. So tagging newly hatched chicks like these are part of a greater Bay Area effort to track and support the precious peregrine population. But the big birds don't know that, so you can forgive them for a little hostile helicopter parenting.
We have learned a fourth King County resident is being monitored after being possibly exposed to hantavirus linked to that outbreak on an international cruise ship. King County Public Health says this person was not on the ship but was on a plane along with an ill passenger who later tested positive for the virus. On Tuesday, we learned 2 other people were on that same plane at the end of April. as well as a third person who was actually on the ship. None of them has tested positive, but they are monitoring for any symptoms.
New images overnight also show severe damage from an RV fire on eastbound I-90. Eastside Fire and Rescue says this was near Snoqualmie Pass just after 10 o'clock last night. They show multiple firefighters working on a nearly destroyed RV. They have not yet said what caused the fire or if anyone was injured.
What's up, everybody? I'm here to talk about a place that is an award-winning Caribbean-inspired craft beer bar. Sounds delicious. It's called Maize and Burley.
We are a Caribbean craft beer bar. I curate the beer. We have 14 taps. I'd love you to try this beer that I'm drinking. This is a fresh hop beer from Brewhouse. This one is a Citra Acra. It's juicy. It's a little higher ABV, but it doesn't drink that way. Another one is Sour Dark Ale from Russian River. They are renowned for their IPAs, but their sour program is phenomenal.
It's an interesting flavor.
Light, the Fest beer from Holy Mountain.
It's good.
The biggest thing that I try to encourage people to do is just find a flavor that they like. There are a lot of people that say, I don't know a lot about beer, but you know what you like.
She really knows a lot about beer, so if you go, just talk to her. She's very nice. She rotates her beers all the time as well, so there you go. I told you that. It was me. God.
Take a look at this poor duck with a crossbow bolt stuck in its beak.
It was horrifying. Like, just as a picture, a visual of seeing that, like, that's not something you'd normally witness.
Reportedly, the animal is so well known around Salem, Massachusetts, locals nicknamed it Horace. Concerned folks alerted the Newhouse Wildlife Rescue to the mallard's misfortune, who then went to pluck the duck from a river to get it to safety.
It was just right through the beak. It was actually completely superficial. You know, it was right by the nostrils conveniently, so it was like a nose piercing for a duck's beak.
Back at the rescue, they were able to lubricate the bolt and slide it out of Horace's beak. It's not known whether the injury was an accident or done on purpose. In a post, the rescue says the duck is doing well and breathing much better now. It'll be released back into the wild once it makes a full recovery.
It's amazing that people have come together and done this.
I'm seeing notes in various languages from people who knew her, from people who didn't know her.
Mourners are filling University of Washington's campus, covering Red Square with messages demanding justice for Juniper Blessing, the 19-year-old transgender student stabbed to death Sunday night in the laundry room of an off-campus UW housing complex.
It really shook me because, I do work here at the UW campus.
It's horrible.
Sylvia is a student.
And I just didn't know how to feel. It's awful.
It's been really hard on me, and I'm sure the entire community of UW, the trans and queer community of UW.
Day after day, support keeps showing up on campus.
Beautiful chalk art, the trans flag all over Red Square.
It does give me some hope, just the humanity shown by people here.
We need to make sure that this never happens again,
The number of gray whale deaths in the state of Washington has now risen to 21 so far this year. That's the total as of Sunday, May 17th. Cascadia Research Collective says a whale was found in Grays Harbor County on Thursday, and just a day later, another was found in Pacific County. Officials say the record for the state is 35 strandings, which was recorded in 2019. A dead whale on Whidbey Island is now a potential crime scene after someone carved initials into the dead whale's skin. This video taken of the whale last week when it was found near North Sunset Beach. Marine mammals are protected under federal law even after death, and disturbing a carcass without a permit can be illegal. NOAA enforcement is now being directed to handle the investigation.